Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing as the Soviet Union. For those interested, the Patreon poll is up. I want to let you guys know what those options are so you have an idea of who we might be playing as. The 5 options in the poll were the United Kingdom, France, Spain, India, and Poland. So those are the possibilities for the next campaign. We'll have to wait to see how the patrons vote. As of right now, it's pretty close with Spain in the back. Spain's behind everybody else, but with all the other 4 countries, they're almost tied up, pretty close to being tied up. So we'll have to see over the next couple days how that ends up going. Let's just go in and jump on into today's episode. We're going to continue the process of trying to get these divisions cut off and destroyed as we work on getting the access to capitulate. And with that in mind, I have moved this guy. Well, he wasn't doing anything because he was gaining intel here in Budapest, and so we moved him over here to work on the propaganda so we can try and get the Germans to capitulate a little bit quicker. And that's the idea anyway, bringing that stability and war support down. And it has several other benefits as well. So yeah, this is the main area that I want to focus on here so we can get these guys completely wiped out. There we go, beautiful. So we've won there. They're attacking us here to stop us from getting to this province here. But their efforts did not work. And so now we can go and start wiping out all these troops here. And we're just going to go ahead and attack with everything we got here. I know that these are mountain provinces, and they're also, some of them are fortified. And so these aren't going to be the easiest attacks, but we're going to do them anyways. And we're just going to attack everywhere. Let's see how that one looks. We'll need to send another division in there. Let's attack over here, and they're launching their own attacks at the moment. Trying to counterattack against us. Yeah, they want to break free here. That's obviously not going to work. Let's go ahead and support that. And hopefully you should be able to get these wiped out fairly quickly. Let's go and dip around the front and see if there's anything else we want to do here. Mongolians are attempting to attack there. I do want to connect with this, so we're actually going to, we'll wait until the Mongolians fell. But yeah, I think that's probably the better way to go. They're attacking across the river while leaving openings over here. Just going to push forward there. And try and avoid doing too many attacks across the river if we can. Obviously, casualties aren't a big issue, but as I said in the beginning of this series, I do try and reduce our overall casualties if possible. And we're just going to kind of push forward everywhere here, just because we can. As long as there's no snow on the ground, I don't see any reason not to. But yeah, I do try and avoid casualties. Obviously, in this one, this campaign here, we have not done a great job avoiding casualties overall. They've been kind of higher, but a big part of that has been using these defensive divisions. I think they're the reason why we've taken a lot more casualties than we typically do. And let's just go and support here. Is this our division attacking here? And the level 3 fort? I'm not entirely sure why I was doing that. Oh, I think they're just moving. Okay, so they weren't supposed to be attacking. Yeah, level 3 fort and just a weird situation there that didn't make a lot of sense. Alright, so some of these are losses, so let's go ahead and support those. Maybe attack over here as well. Yeah, just attack on all fronts and try and get this done quickly. Or into all provinces. We should probably take a look at the Greek situation. I completely forgot that we were attempting to wrap this up over here. Let's just leave what we have here. Maybe this guy can help get that done a little bit quicker. We'll have this guy come over to this front here. And are these divisions coming to this front? They are. Let's spread them out just a little bit though. Alright, let's go and grab that province while it's undefended. Not a lot of troops up along here to really do much just yet. I have to wait until we finish up with this and then in Greece. Also, there's another division here that could be cut off, or he is cut off, but could be destroyed. Let's go put this guy over here. And okay, I see where we're at here. So let's have him attack and get support from this guy here. And then over here, we're going to grab that airbase. We've already moved into Athens. These guys are attempting to take off here. So let's go ahead and have them take out all these provinces in the Peloponnesian Peninsula. In fact, we should probably go after the ports first, so they can't bring any more troops over here. That one division will take care of all that. And then we'll need to do this here The Greeks have been throwing attack after attack to try and get this province back, but I think they've been failing. Well, obviously they've been failing, but I think they've probably been losing a lot of troops here. Might explain their high casualties, because they've just been doing constant attacks across here, and it's difficult to attack across straits. And I don't think there's any forts or anything. No, it's just probably the strait penalty that's causing issue, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're lacking supply there, sitting on that island. All right, so I got those assigned. One thing I did forget to do in a previous episode, so this I think was 2 videos ago, just kept forgetting to do this, is we need to update this design for the changes of speed. We did all the other designs, but we didn't do the improved medium self-propelled artillery here. So we do have to do that. And we might switch off of the diesel with this one as well. But yeah, we're trying to get that speed up here. So I think the best way to do it would probably just go to the gasoline engine here and then reduce the speed down to the 8 kilometers. All right, yeah, that's fine, I suppose. 63% reliability. I guess we can do it one more. Oh, we can do it one more. So 65% reliability. That looks good. Let's go ahead and save that. And then we're gonna wanna go ahead and update our factories here. So yeah, we've had those slower medium self-propelled being built, so that's unfortunate. Trade for a bit more rubber and a little less on the tungsten, which I think we improved with the infrastructure. Could also have been something that we took. We are taking a lot of territory right now. I guess we'll just go... When's this guy get here? Yeah, we can beat him there. Why not? I'm going to grab that province in 10 hours. This one tank unit is taking like this entire area here. Like all 3 of these states here. Just this one tank unit has done the job. I'd like to cut these guys off here, but again, we got to finish up with this situation first. Let's go and take a look at the front, see if there's anywhere we can move. We can grab that real quick. And let's just keep on pushing forward here. And get all these guys cut off. Yeah, we'll go like that. Alright, so that looks good. Yeah, cut these guys off. I guess they'll have the port, so we will need to send an attack over here. Over here, this is that level 7 fort. I think I was trying to avoid attacking that. But it's too late now, we're already involved in it. So we'll have to keep it going there. But yeah, I probably should have avoided that. Very high level forts over here. Open province, nobody's defending, so let's go ahead and grab it real quick. And then defeat the division that's currently defending another level 7 fort, but it's a really weak division. So might as well throw an attack at them. Let's go and go this way as well. Just take advantage of all these weak divisions we just defeated and pushed back. Alright, he's going very rapidly. Alright, so that's good to see. So should have these guys cut off soon. And I'm waiting for this battle to end here before we send our own troops into it. And yeah, we're just going to grab all these provinces here with the tanks because they're just so quick. Let's have this guy go this way instead. And just grab all these core territory provinces here. Slowly force their capitulation. Now let's go ahead and help out with this attack. I think we're attacking across a river still. So send in some of those divisions that are already across the river should help us out. How are we doing on getting all these guys wiped out? Looks like we need to throw some more attacks over here. Let's go and attack this way as well. And yeah, I need to keep him going over there. Yeah, this should be fairly easy though, I think. Because we vastly outnumber them here, and of course they're cut off, but they do have the mountains and some of those forts too. We're going to see if we can't push forward along here anywhere, since we do have some tanks over here. Maybe up this way as well. Let me grab that province. Again, trying to cut them off here, although it would probably be better to go this one, like so. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's go and send these 2 tank divisions. Oh, okay, I didn't realize these guys can attack from this location. Can they attack over here? They can. Alright, so we'll go this way. Just attacking both locations. And support with these 2 defensive divisions here. Alright, excellent. Over here, I think I might go ahead and try and get across the river. Again, we're still trying to make the effort to go this way. So I want Vienna. But how would be the best way to go about that? Probably to go after this location since there's only 1 division. Alright, fantastic. We'll go and support here as well. I think we were supporting here before, but they we must have defeated the divisions there and then they moved back over here. Did we finish this up? We did. Alright, fantastic. We also taken that, and now we're just wrapping up this little territory here in Greece. This is what we're going to do. We're going to take these guys. I tried to create a front here before. It won't let me. Okay, that's interesting. So we'll have to create a fallback line over here to get these two divisions to go over that way. Maybe even put this guy on there. I don't know if this is going to be necessary. That tank unit's pretty weak. But yeah, we have occupied pretty much all of Greece. So the Greeks will be stuck with their islands, and that is all. This is clearly a loss. So I'm going to pull it back. I think it was not defended before when we moved into it. Let's go ahead and take this province here, if we can, with the support of this division. And then maybe make an effort there that we don't have the blue army over here just yet. It looks like we're going to need to change up this front a little bit. Extend it up this way. And also, they don't have an offensive line for the planning bonus, so let's go and fix that. Alright, excellent. Now this is all pretty much a defensive army here. The red army overall is vastly overextended, but we can't really fix that until we finish this up. So let's make sure that we're getting this done. Nobody's sitting here like not helping. Maybe get these guys here going over to this front. Yeah, this looks pretty good. It's green everywhere except for there. I think that is because it's in the mountains. And we did lose here as well. Interesting. So let's go and send some more troops into it. Make sure they don't take that mountain province. Make us fight them for it again, and cut off our two divisions here. It looks like we've cut off these two sides. Yeah. Okay. We'll just make it a little bit easier for us to get this wrapped up here. There we go. Attack here as well. Oh, we've already taken that province. Never mind. We'll just send some troops into this way then. Alright, so getting that done. Looks like we've taken this province as well. We just need a win here, and then we'll cut off these divisions. So we're going to attack across this river, despite the difficulties of doing so. Let's go ahead and end this attack here, because it's clearly not going to work. Though, that division's so weak, I think we just beat them by sending one defensive division into it. Let's see what we've done over here while I wasn't paying attention. We need to go and grab that province so they'll be cut off. So let's go and attack there and here. Just get this wrapped up. They're attacking us there. And it looks like they're going to retake that province. We have connected with the Swedish front, though, from their naval invasion. And let's go ahead and cut off the troops right here. So we just have to take this province here, and then we'll get them cut off. In fact, let's go and send somebody over there to do that now, and hopefully nobody moves there. In the meantime, let's go and grab this province as well while it's undefended. I was trying to take the undefended provinces first. And let's go and attack over this way. Alright, so hopefully we're able to connect up here with these troops. So let's go straight into Prague, and then we'll just be one province away from getting these guys on the front cut off. And the Germans aren't going to have many divisions left to defend their home territory at this point. What's left of their home territory, I should say. Because most of them are going to be cut off here in the Balkans. Although it does seem that the Germans have pulled back their troops a little bit over here, but they still have quite a few. So we do have some military factories that we've seized from the Germans, I would assume. Let me see how we're doing on infantry equipment. We got 12,000. We are burning through a lot of infantry equipment, considering the fact we have so many factories assigned there. I'm very surprised. But I think we're just going to keep putting these into fighters. I know that results in us needing rubber. Let's go and pull back on the aluminum here. But there's plenty of rubber to be traded for. And we don't even have to use convoys for that. And we did cut these troops off over here. Let's go ahead and now work on... We'll attack both of these locations here. Grab these. Grab that province as well. Attack right there. And then we'll go ahead and work on getting these troops here wiped out. Maybe. Looks like we're losing that attack. Attack right there. And just looking where we can... We'll do this here. And you know what? I know this is across the river, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. Alright, fantastic. Let's see what's going on over here. They did take that province from us. That's okay. Let's go on and go to Cologne next. And let's wipe the rest of these troops out over here. I don't think we need all of these over here, so let's put these back. Same thing with these guys here, but we need to extend the front and maybe not cover this one. All right, excellent. And you know what? We're gonna put these guys over here as well. All right, so that looks good. It's like 2 and 3. Let's just go ahead and get rid of this whole front here. I think those 3 Red Army divisions should be able to do the trick. Let's go ahead and move the railway guns if we can. It looks like we don't have control of any of these rails. We're moving so quickly that we don't have control of the rails just yet. Looks like we are moving to that province and to this one, so that'll cut off those troops there. Yeah, this is looking good, guys. Really good. Still haven't wrapped this up just yet, so let's go and keep on sending divisions at them. Try and get it done a little bit quicker. Can we attack from this location? They'd have to attack from here, so let's go and send these guys in here. And looks like we're just about done over here as well. So most of the divisions here have been destroyed. I'll be very interested to see the casualties in this episode. Again, the casualties are insane for the Germans. I don't quite know what the highest number of casualties we've ever done to the Germans. Maybe 8 or 9, 10 million, somewhere around there. So we're pretty close to having done the most casualties to the Germans in any of our series. We really wore them down in this one. And, you know, we didn't even wear them down the way that we've done in some other series with high German casualties where we, you know, built high-level forts and defensive positions and then they just kind of threw themselves at us. We didn't really have a whole lot of forts in this series. We had a few, but not really that many. I typically try to avoid building forts unless I really need them. And we just haven't needed them in this playthrough. So we do have a decision available that's dismantle the Czechoslovakian forts. And I don't know why we would spend the political power to do this right now. It just gets rid of the forts there. Requires us to use civilian factories to do that. It allows us to build forts quicker, but yeah, that's not really something we need. Let's go and cut these guys off here. And we will even attack. Well, I guess we couldn't attack. Let me see if I can't just beat them over there. 22 hours? Yeah, we'll likely be able to. Yeah, we should be able to beat them over there. Those tanks, again, are just so fast. Alright, so nothing to be done over here just yet till we get the rest of the blue army over there. We got to finish up this area. This is what we're going to do. We're going to take any green army troops that are over here, make sure they go over to that front. Just go and delete this here. And then whatever divisions are over here can just finish it up for us. We'll just have one of these guys here. Go grab these. Alright, so everybody should be moving over to that front now. Now, they actually do have a division over here, which is strange, because that's in our possession. I'm not sure how they're in the province, but it's not under their control. I mean, we've seen weird things like that happen before, but still, it's strange every time you see it. Send them into the attack as well. Again, just send in everything. Just try and get it done sooner. There we go. So that's all finished up. Now we just need to get these divisions here wiped out, which looks like we're very close to doing. And Slovakia has capitulated as well. And then we'll have to fix all these fronts. Now, we did cut off more troops over here. Yeah, quite a few more troops that are now cut off. Let's go and start advancing. Try and get this done. And you know what? We'll let them leave these fortified mountain provinces if that's what they want to do. No reason to stop them. Let's go and attack over here. We'll attack over here as well. Support that attack. And maybe go and grab that undefended province here. And we'll send both of those guys over there. More troops that are cut off over here need to get destroyed. Alright, excellent. So yeah, a lot of troops currently cut off in pockets at this moment. Let's go and do this attack over here. Finish that up as well. Excellent. Let's go ahead and push forward here now. And can we win here? We're going to try. Maybe. At least lock them down for now. Just going to grab that province. And let's see if we can't get up behind these guys with the defensive division. And then we'll start attacking down here. Yeah, looking good. We'll also attack over here. I know that this is across a river, but it's fine. And we'll see how this looks and send those troops accordingly. We could go ahead and move forward, maybe. No, it looks like the rails still aren't under our control just yet. And we might not have enough troops here to finish this up. This is a tough attack. I'm assuming it's another, yeah, level 7 fort, unfortunately. So we'll likely get higher casualties than anticipated because of these level 7 forts. It's really going to slow us down a little bit. You see that many of our troops lack supply. That's just because we have pushed so far forward past our rail system and our supply system. So I want to go after Vienna, but you know what? Let's just try and go around it if we can. And go ahead and just kind of fix these fronts as we go. Now, obviously, the fronts need a lot of adjustments at this moment. Yeah, quite a few adjustments. Let's go ahead and have these guys go over this way for now. But I want to wait until we get these pockets done before we make those adjustments. Let's go and attack these guys, get them destroyed. Since we have cut them off again. So push forward here and push forward over here where it's undefended. And we might be able to beat that division as well. We sent both of those guys into that. Alright, so how are we doing over here? So getting those two divisions, I don't know what happened over here. Let's just go ahead and grab the port and we'll come over this way and get the rest of these. That division's clearly gone. He could have been doing a naval invasion because you can't, this is a central province, you can't naval invade there. So I'm not entirely sure what happened there. That's kind of weird. Yeah, not the first time that we've seen weird situations like that. We're not going to defend their territory or advance from their territory. We'll go and stop that attack. Let them attack us now. He's still moving up behind these guys. Get that guy surrounded. Maybe do this attack here. Try and get that medium tank defeated quicker. Just looking for areas where it's undefended so we can advance without having to like fight anybody. Like here. Alright, yeah, it's looking good. We did get cut off here, unfortunately. We won those battles, but yeah, we got cut off. So let's go ahead and grab this territory. Get our troops reconnected here. And maybe go and attack here as well. Yeah, we'll attack right there too. Alright, so maybe try and surround Vienna. And then we'll attack it. Starting to get a lot more troops up on this front. Let's go ahead and just sweep forward all the way up to here, which is where we want to connect. Obviously, a lot of space left to get those connected in order to cut off all the German and Italian troops here in the Balkans. That is the goal here. Now, it looks like we have taken this area. Excellent. Let's go and take any troops going over to this way. Guess he can come over here, though. I'm going to grab this territory, all this undefended territory here. We have one there as well, so now we just need to take a couple provinces here to get them cut off. And we do have these troops here, so let's go and do this attack now. Huh. Oh, the Greeks have taken it. Okay. So never mind, we don't need them there anymore. So let's go and put them back up here. And let's take a look and see how we are doing here. Oh, Lord. Yeah, this is a mess. Good God. Alright, let's take all the Red Army troops and bring them over here. I feel like we got enough divisions over here to get the job done. Plenty enough divisions to get this job done on the... What do we got left? 2 here. So get this finished up, and then they can all go to the rest of their fronts. I think we're going to have to create some new fronts. Also need to get these guys here destroyed. Again, just keep on pushing forward. And let's have them get supported as well. Looks like we might have just got the rails set up over here. And it does seem that I messed this up. Yeah. Messed this up. I'm not entirely sure who I pulled these guys from. Let's take a look at our defensive divisions. Okay, it's the 2 Red Army defensive fronts that got me messed up here. They need to go over to this front. Got it. Alright, so they're going to come all down here, which is that very wide front. Not as wide as it once was, though. But probably still going to need to be decreased. We have taken care of that, so let's go ahead and start getting these troops moving. We'll just have the Green Army on this front here. They don't have... Well, they have a planning bonus, but we're going to give them a new one. A new offensive line here. And then just reduce the Red Army, this defensive Red Army here, by a bit. Have them just cover, I don't know, maybe up to right there. Yeah, it looks good. Go and extend these guys here. All right, so I got some of that cleaned up. Obviously, still have some areas we have to finish up, and I'm gonna have to make some adjustments here. It's kind of a mess. We did get the experience to get another air doctrine, but remember, we're saving up our air experience. We're just going to create variants from here on out. And I typically don't do that until I have a lot more, because remember, every time you create a variant and you switch them up to that variant, that production line, you're losing some of your efficiency. So I don't feel like it's worth it to do that like constantly. Instead, I try and wait until the air experience gets, you know, quite a bit higher before we make any adjustments there. With the factories, we just keep taking factories from the enemy. So what we need to do is probably just assign a ton of these out there, so I don't have to keep messing with this. Maybe go more into the strategic bombers simply because those are repairing, and really just focus on the planes, so we can try and gain control of the skies. Especially once we go to war with Japan, that'd be nice to, for once, have control of the skies, and we'll probably need it as well. All right, let's go ahead and go here, and we're gonna go ahead and take Frankfurt. It's worth, I think, 20 victory points. It's a good amount of victory points there. So looking for other undefended provinces or easily taken provinces. Go towards Nuremberg, and yeah, a lot of undefended territory up along here. Unfortunately, can't take advantage of it because we don't have any troops over there. We have reconnected this, and there are some openings here, so let's go and advance into those undefended provinces. And over here, going to grab that province. And just going to start pushing forward up this way. Not sure where that tank division went. Okay, I see what happened here. Front hasn't been extended here. We lost that battle there. Got it. Now they could easily cut us off here if they so desired. Let's actually go and thicken this up a little bit. We'll slowly go down this way. Now I think they were taking the railroad there, so that's why they don't have any organization. They also don't have any supply, so that's a bit of a problem. Gonna avoid any kind of attacks up along this area. Like they'd just be too costly to be worth it. And still trying to connect here. Let's go and attack with all these guys. I don't know if this will work because again, these are not very good division designs, but yeah, if it'll work, we'll make it happen. In our attempts to try and connect here with these troops and get all the divisions here cut off from supply. We're slowly getting troops up this way, which will give us more options here. So for right now, we'll just continue attacking into the undefended territory. Alright, so that looks good. Let's go and dip back on up over here. Let's go and grab this province here. We'll attack right there as well. Support. And try and get these troops coming over to here to stop that division from taking it from us. We'll advance over this way. And yeah, it's just over for them. They can't stop us. They just don't have the division numbers. We've cut off and destroyed far too many troops at this point for them to really do anything. They really should have pulled back and defended their home territory a long time ago. Instead, they still have very large numbers of divisions down here in the Balkans. As confusing as that is. I'm going to push forward up this way. And go ahead and attack into those two undefended provinces. But yeah, at this point, they just don't have the numbers anymore to defend all their territory. No rails going up this way, so supply is going to be an issue. Yeah, there's like no rail system in Yugoslavia, or not much of one. There's a few. So supply will likely be an issue there. So we got these guys cut off, but have not yet destroyed them. So let's go to work on that. See how the best way about doing this would be. Just kind of gang up on them. Here. And maybe here as well. And then from here, can we attack that province? We can. This is across the river, but we're going to do the attack anyways. And we'll wait to attack there. We only have the one division. And it's only into the hills. We might be able to win. I was thinking that was a mountain province, which is a hill province, though. Almost got that division destroyed there. Yeah, this is going pretty well. This is actually going much better than I thought it would go. I thought they'd put up a little bit more resistance once we got into their home territory here, but that has not been the case. It's overall been fairly easy. I kind of thought they would pull back a little bit. Sometimes the AI does that. They'll pull back once they start losing core territory, but they haven't done that in this one, which has been surprising. Alright, so advancing up to here, this is a major supply hub. You got rails going 3 different directions here. You got a supply hub located there, probably supplying all these troops here. And so taking that will be key. make this whole thing easier. Surprised these guys were able to win here. You'll notice those German divisions, they no longer lack the equipment. Again, it seems like the equipment problem was solved simply from me destroying all their divisions that needed equipment. And so we actually kind of helped them in that manner. I guess we'll go and attack here. Help them get that done, destroy that one division. Could advance this way as well. Alright, so yeah, we're advancing all along the front. These troops are going to move towards... I guess we'll just go after all this territory here. This here is not core territory, though, so it's not really going to help to defeating them. I guess we'll go this way instead, since it's not core territory, while this is. Let's take a look and see how close the Germans are to capitulating. They're at 79%. 79%. 8.2 million casualties so far as well. I think we've taken a little bit of the Italian core territory as well up here. So already working on getting them defeated. Yeah, I think until we get this done here, there's going to be a lack of divisions up along these fronts. And I guess we'll go ahead and, let's go across the river here. We'll go and attack there. Again, just attacking anywhere that's not defended. And I would love to get these connected here if we can. Now, they could easily break off our connection here. So let's see if we can't get over here before this guy does. Probably not. Alright, so let's go back over to this area and we'll see what we can do there once we get there. Alright, taking that location. Still winning over here as well. Again, just if they were a little bit more active here, there's a lot they could do to turn this around here. Like, there's a lot of areas where I've overextended myself, and they could certainly easily cut us off. This guy would probably get there first. Let's go and take a look, see what's happened in the seas. These are Italian troop convoys. Sunk 2 of those. Looks like we're completely done in Greece now. And the Greeks barely got any of their own territory back. So that'll allow us to control that area in the peace treaty. Let's see what else we can do over here. We're going to take these provinces. Got a nice light tank that could be advancing. So let's go and do that. I guess this is all neutral territory here, so if we attacked over this way, then they would have no way to get troops back and forth between the two sides here. So yeah, we'll do that, and I don't think there's going to be anything to stop us either. Alright, so we need to cut these guys off here. Could easily do that by just taking this province. More troops here cut off that need to be destroyed. Let's go and start working on that. Let me attack over here as well, stop these guys from advancing. Alright, over here. Alright, excellent. So rather than attack over that way, let's go and start pushing forward here. I think that medium tank should be able to defeat that infantry division. So we might be able to get the Germans to capitulate this episode. I'm going to work on it, guys. We're really going to try and get them to capitulate here before we end the episode. We've got a little bit of time. We're going to try and make it happen. Alright, so he's coming over this way, he's coming over this way. That'll cut off these troops here, but we can go ahead and stop that. That's clearly not going to work. Oops. Let's go close all this. Alright, so not seeing openings here just yet. Is this... Okay, this is the province. Okay, I was thinking these are shared province. It's not, so we can go to grab that and cut off these troops over here. Because these guys are not cut off yet. I'm not seeing where we could really advance either. I mean, I guess we could attack here. And maybe even here to start working on this area that we know is going to be cut off here very soon. Just kind of decrease the work we're going to have to do there. I'd love to attack into Vienna, but we only have the one division. I can see if he'll win, but yeah, it doesn't look like he would. What if we sent the tank around this way? And I know that tanks don't really do... We're going to actually go across the river here. I know that tanks don't do well in the cities, but... We're going to try that out. Let's go and advance here. I know they're about to give us the province, but we have so many divisions that are just sitting here, so why not? And so yeah, the fronts are kind of a mess, as they typically get around this period. We need to get these guys here destroyed. Let's go and work on that. Could advance over here, but we have a tank to do that. So right there, that's going to cut off all these troops here. So let's go and start attacking over here now. And here. And though some of these divisions are pretty weak, in fact, let's just go and pull this guy off. He's not the best division to do this. Yeah, just so much territory that we could be advancing on that we're not. It's going to go through all here. And we're going to go after Munich. And I don't know how many big victory point provinces they got left other than Munich. Because this one here is worth 20, so I guess that's a big one. But Munich is also worth 20. Okay, I was thinking Munich was 30 points. It's 20, though. So you got to take both of these two then. So he's going after Munich. It might be better to instead send this guy after Munich and have him go in a province that he neighbors. And then we'll be able to move into Italy next. I'm just going to push forward here. And some more undefended territory here. Let's go attack that way. Have this guy help him out. Clearly he's not going to be able to do that on his lonesome. These guys are cut off now, so let's going to get them destroyed. And I guess we're going to have to attack across the river here. That's obviously not desirable. We do need to stop them from reconnecting here. And also cutting off our division up there. Alright, so that's the only one we're currently losing. In fact, instead of doing this, let's go ahead and have him attack over here. Alright, so these guys here, I mean everybody, I think is cut off at this point. Yeah, all these troops here are currently cut off from supply. And the borders are just an absolute mess now. Let's go and just try and decrease the overall size of this front. Let's go and attack this way, everything we got here. Yeah, it's a mess. So let's go ahead and let's see how we want to do this. We'll have this guy come over this way and attack here. He'll go over here. And he's being attacked there. Okay, so you know what? We'll have to go and attack that way to help him out. Let's go and grab these. Oh, somebody's already doing that, so we're just going to grab these then. He'll come over here and get help from that division there. Getting a lot of aces. Makes me feel good about the situation in the sky, and there we go. And France did get that. Well, that's interesting. I didn't think they would. Huh, yeah, they did get that territory. That's unfortunate. Alright, so the Germans have capitulated. We did that quicker than I thought. I thought it would take another 5-10 minutes or so. We got that knocked out, so now we need to get all of the troops moving to new locations. The Germans are still in Sweden and Norway. But I don't really care about advancing there. It looks like the Swedes are doing that. Yeah, the Swedes are currently pushing the front forward. I helped a little bit. I actually signed like 3 divisions over here to cut off this division here. Before we started today. I meant to show that. But yeah, I helped a little bit, but other than that, I did a couple other attacks before we started, but for the most part, it does look like Sweden's the one that's advancing there. We do not need to have troops on this front here. Let's just go ahead and delete all of their orders at this point and get them moving to the Italian front. Yeah, so let's move Zhukov down here. I'm wondering how many troops the Italians are even going to have to defend their home territory at this point. Who else is up here? These guys are up here, so we need to get rid of all their fronts and orders, and they're going to come over here as well. All right, so we've got those guys. Who else was up here? I believe these guys might actually have a front somewhere. Well, let's give them another one. Let's go and just delete any orders they currently have, and then just give them a front that kind of goes up around here to help out on getting these troops destroyed. This is definitely too long, but we'll go and decrease it just a little bit. Give them a planning bonus as well. These guys have a front. It's not the best here, though, so let's just go and extend it a little bit. I have an order as well. It's looking good. These guys, didn't we assign them? I might not assign them to it, so let's go ahead and do that. We also have this purple army up over here as well. It's just kind of a mess, honestly. I'll just try and get it cleaned up as much as possible, but yeah, it's definitely a mess. Supply is going to be an issue pumping all these troops down here. Yeah, we'll let them move around, figure out what we need to do. This guy's advancing here. We'll just let him do that. He's going to push forward here. Push forward here since there's nobody there. Grab that province too. Attack there, just kind of help out. And yeah, just go and take any of these provinces that aren't currently defended. And maybe go and attack over here as well. And then with these two, let's send them there. And you know, we can send quite a few into here. Right, excellent. Looking for an area where he can attack. I think he's going to need support no matter where we're at. I'm going to push forward there. So did all the German divisions surrender? No. There's all the German divisions that were not connected to the capital did not surrender. They didn't get that order apparently. So we do still have German divisions here that we're going to have to fight. So that would have been one reason to keep it connected. Because if we had kept it connected, because that's basically how the rules work, is if it's connected to the capital by land, then all the divisions surrender. And so if we would have kept it connected, then we wouldn't have to fight these these German divisions here. Now we will not be waiting to advance into Italy for this situation here. That's why we got all these troops coming up along here, so they can go straight into Italy. I don't see any real reason to wait to do that. And we did get a double agent. I don't know which country this is. A German agent. Okay. Not that any of that matters anymore at this point. In fact, we should take a look at what our civilian factories are doing. I bet they're repairing stuff. They are. We should go and start preparing for the war against the Japanese, particularly the supply system. We definitely need to do that. So let's go and take a look at, I guess we'll start with the rails. I know we improved the rails so that we're getting level 2 all the way across. But we're going to need higher than level 2, I think. And there's not very many supply hubs here either. So that's a serious issue as well. I mean, I guess you have one here. I mean, it's not too bad. You need one there. And you have the supply hub here as well. I mean, it's supplying a large area. No rails over here, but I don't think that'll be necessary. Should be pretty easy to just grab that province real quick with just 1 or 2 divisions. Shouldn't need supply for them, so we won't do anything there. Yeah, I think we'd want to build some supply hubs. These take forever, so let's go to work on them now. We'll build one here as well. Alright, so that looks good. I think that'll be fine. You could build more, but again, it just takes so long. I don't think it's worth it. Let's go and tick those up to the top. We'll finish these military factories before we do the rails, though. As far as the rails go, we're going to want to get a level 3, probably going all the way across. That's going to be difficult. That's a lot of rails that got to get built. Now, just to see where the best area is, now we could just, automatically assign it and let them do it. Just let them pick which route we're going to go, but I'm going to go ahead and pick the route, guys. So looking at our rail system, I think the best way to do this, obviously here there's no choices. You don't have to make any choices. You know which ones you have to build up there. Between this northern and southern route, I think the southern route is the better one to go with. Then that connects here, and that'll allow you to also, if you needed to, you could have that be level 3 in the future at some point or something like that. And thus between these two here, I think it's clear that this is the route to go. So I think that's the best way to do it. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it, guys. Might not be the shortest route, but it's the one that's like the most useful in the future. Is just do this southern route here. Although, where's it go? Okay, and yeah, this also connects down to here, so again, I think in the future that would be the best way to do it. It might be the longer route, though. And we are doing something wrong here. Okay, got that fixed now. Must have clicked on one of the provinces instead of these numbers here. And hopefully don't miss any here. If it does, then they'll show us the bottleneck where I missed. And that's one of the advantages of just using the function through the supply hub, where you just tell them to build it all up. As you don't have to try and find all these little numbers here. So it's probably the better way to go, but I did want to pick which route we were doing. We won't need that there. I know that I've definitely missed some. There's no way I didn't miss some of these. Alright, so we'll take a look at it again later. This is going to obviously take a while to build. Do we still have that bonus to the railways? The construction of the railways? Because this would be a great time to have that. We'll take a look and see if we're getting that. Yeah, we're getting that one. That's the transport. We have that for 142 days, so it's a great time for us to get that one, since we're building a ton of rails. We do have military factories that we seized from the Germans. I guess it doesn't really matter what we put it into. Yeah, it doesn't particularly matter here. Probably just more planes, maybe naval bombers at this point. Yeah, you know what? Naval bombers is what we should be working on. So let's go ahead and really pump into the naval bombers now. Since we'll need those, we'll even do more into the strategic bombers as well. Maybe more into the closed air support as well. Tanks are not going to be as useful over there in Asia and with the invasions and stuff. I think that's good. Now we're going to have to trade for a ton of rubber. And a little bit more tungsten too. We can take a look at the infrastructure as well once we get those rails done, see if that's something we want to improve here, because there are resources to be had, and of course the infrastructure helps you, you know, with your supply network. All right, so just finishing up these little pockets here. These guys here advancing over this way, that'll cut off that one division. We could have divisions helping here. Get that Italian division destroyed. Let's keep this guy here, and in fact, let's stop these guys. I don't know if we can stop him though. 21 hours, probably not. Or beat him. Actually, we will be able to beat him with the 19 hours there. Alright, excellent. So yeah, these fronts are just... Where's the Green Army front? Like, where did that go? Yeah, I have no idea where they went. Like, we have 3 divisions here. There's 21 assigned there, but there's no actual front here. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where the Green Army front went. So let's go ahead and create a new one. And we gotta get rid of the Blue Army here. Let's go and create a new one, since this is clearly... Oh, Lord. Okay, so we tried to do it that way, that didn't work. We'll do it this way, I suppose. Yeah, this kind of messed up. Lord. Let's try and extend this here like so. That's the Blue Army. I can't even grab them. Is that the Green? I can't even tell. I think so. I don't know. Again, it's kind of a mess. They always get really messy like this whenever you cut off huge pockets like this, which this is a massive size pocket here. Let's go ahead and try and take undefended territory with these really weak divisions here. And all these divisions that are assigned to this pocket here, let's go and get them doing something else. Oh, and the Hungarians just capitulated. So that might have made it a little bit easier here. Yeah, a little bit easier. Not much. In fact, it might have messed all our fronts up. That's what it seems like. Yeah, all the fronts are now messed up. Okay. Let's have them all come to this front here for the Yellow Army. And frankly, we just got to get some of these little pockets wiped out. So we'll work on that. But yeah, this is incredibly messy. These guys are taking care of this for us. And some open provinces here, so we're going to advance there. Go over here. Looks like one of our divisions got cut off from supply. They're still advancing here, strange as that is. Let's go and get somebody to stop them, I suppose. I should really be focusing on defending your own territory at this point, but yeah, they're advancing. They are attacking that guy in 1. And they defeated that tank division. It was probably really weak from being on the rails. Let's just go and advance over this way. And on over to here. Okay, so what's going on here? Like, why is everybody leaving? They have a front here. Oh, the front just split. That's right, because the Hungarians capitulated. So yeah, the front management during these capitulations and these pockets and stuff is always just really hectic. Let's go and advance here. Let me try and get this area cut off from any Italian troops that might still be over here. Let's go and grab Venice as well. Somebody will grab Venice. Whoever gets there first, it's a race. Let's go ahead and push forward all up along here. Might need to wait for some of these divisions to get some rest first. Alright, excellent. Let's go and attack over that way, get that one division destroyed. And yeah, this is just absolutely hectic. It's just mayhem. It's just crazy. Let's go and have troops push forward wherever they can. And for whatever reason, we can't really advance into some of these areas. I'm not entirely sure why they can't. I mean, they neighbor that province. I'm not sure why they can't go there. Alright, so attacking over to here, and they're actually taking territory. This is nuts. Because our fronts are so messed up. Alright, so let's go and win there. It's just crazy, man. They could, like, seize a railway gun right now. We should probably pull them back just a little bit. Because, yeah, the fronts are so messed up at this moment. Every time I fix them, though, they just get screwed again. Because we've created a new pocket. So, yeah, they're kind of hectic. This guy's clearly losing here. Look at all these divisions that are assigned to this one little area. Oh, good night, guys. Good night. Also, it looks like all of our troops here are done training, so we can put, well, some of them just got there. Yeah, we can put these over to the front. But yeah, it's just a mess. I think we're going to end the episode here, guys. And I'm going to have to redo all the fronts. Because, yeah, this is crazy. I don't even know where everybody's at anymore. I'll likely just delete all of the fronts and redo them. Before we start recording the next episode. Because, yeah, this is very hectic. I don't even know where everybody's at anymore at this point, or where they're supposed to be at. Who has offensive line. So I'll probably just delete it all and redo it. Because, yeah, it's quite messy at this moment. We have 3 different pockets here. And then we're also trying to invade into Italy while it's completely undefended. But we didn't have the peace treaty just yet. Since the Italians haven't capitulated, we have to beat them first before we'll be able to have the peace treaty. The Germans are still in the fight despite capitulating. They're over here in Norway and Sweden, and of course we have a few divisions here in the Balkans as well, helping defend that territory. The Italians sending all their divisions here, interestingly enough, where we can cut them off. So they did, stop us from taking that province, I suppose. I guess that was effective. We'll go ahead and try and cut them off with that tank unit. We also have military factories get assigned. Looks like we got the dismantle the Maginot Line that we need to say we're not interested in doing right now. And then anything else up here before we end. We can go in and get that last advisor. So I think we will, which is going to be the elusive gentleman. Yeah, let's get the elusive gentleman. That'll give us another operative slot. And I suppose we could start working on the last upgrades here. The ones I hadn't gotten yet that I'd said I might get a bit later. I can see doing anti-partisan until we have this peace treaty. We likely have very high resistance. I assume we got resistance just about everywhere. So could do that. Start putting some of the agents on dealing with resistance until the Italians capitulate. Could also work on machine-assisted encryption. We're going to do the anti-partisan, though. Don't start working on that. We'll get that one operative in 30 days here. We'll likely need to reassign all our operatives as well, because I assume, yeah, they're not doing anything at this point except for the Italian one. So, yeah, we need to get all those guys assigned. But let's go and end today's episode by looking at the casualties. We didn't get very far up here on time, but I feel like we did get a lot done. The Balkans are pretty much wrapped up other than these pockets, and of course the Germans capitulated, as did the Hungarians, so that was big. So it's just Italy now. That's it. So yeah, let's go and take a look at the casualties for today's episode. So we now have 1.29 million casualties. The Germans did 1 million of that to us. We're at 54% of the total war participation, so we'll definitely be controlling the treaty, because that's only going to get higher as we invade into Italy. The Swedes have taken very high casualties for them, 283,000, that's a lot. And the British casualties have been a little bit more stable now, pretty much ever since the fight in Africa ended. So let's take a look at the casualties to the Axis. The Germans, of course, have capitulated, and they have 28 divisions remaining. That is it. And most of those, I think, are in Sweden and Norway. Now they're 8.26 million casualties, which is definitely pretty high. I think we've done a bit more in a couple series to them, to the Germans, but it's up there. 7.4 million casualties is what we've done specifically. And Sweden is the next highest tier. They've done more casualties to the Germans than even the British or French have. They've done more than the UK and France combined. To the Italians, we've killed 1.3 million. Those numbers will get higher because a lot of those troops that are currently cut off are Italian divisions. The Bulgarians, we killed 306,000 of theirs. I didn't look at what Italy did to us here. Italy's only at 149,000 casualties. Wow. Bulgaria's at 57,000. So yeah, we've killed a lot of theirs. They've all capitulated, of course. The Hungarians, 588,000 compared to the 73,000 they did to us. Italy should not be a hard fight because I don't expect they have much here. They have some ships left, Division-wise, 23 divisions. That's what they have left, guys. And I think almost all of those are in these pockets here, with the exception of maybe those 3 divisions there. Yeah, I haven't counted these up here, but you could count them up to see exactly what we're looking at for the defense of Italy. It's not much, guys. Planes, they have 2.5 thousand. The Germans probably still have a large air force left. Yeah, 4.1 thousand here. So they'll still control the skies. Well, maybe not, because they might not have the air bases to fit all those planes at this point. Manpower, 206,000. No fuel, though. So they don't have any fuel left. Trains are pretty short as well. Now, one thing I noticed here is with the naval war, it does seem like the Japanese have been winning that. The British probably have less than 200 ships. The Americans might also have less than 200 ships. Remember, they typically have like 300 something, maybe even 400 ships at this point. Well, the Japanese, we don't know exactly how many they have, but probably 200 something ships remaining. And so they've been fighting both the British and American fleets. So just based on those numbers, I would guess that the Japanese are having a lot of success in the seas against the Allies. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you on the next episode, which remember will not be until Tuesday. We will not have a Monday episode. And I will get these fronts cleaned up before we start that. So I'll see you on that video, and thanks for watching.